Hey guys, welcome to LucyTWWE. I'm Lucy T, and thank you so much for tuning in. You may have noticed that I didn't film last week apart from the live interviews at Barclays Center for SummerSlam, so check those out. But we went to all 3 nights, and I was a bit tipsy and excited in the crowd, so I couldn't take accurate and thoughtful notes to relay in an organized fashion to you. Just a few things we have to get out of the way before discussing this week's Raw and SmackDown. Number 1, Ric Flair is doing better and will start physical therapy. Woo! Number 2, Natty is now SmackDown Women's Champion. Aww. And number 3, Enzo Amore is now on the snoozer weights after Big Cass's injury. Number 4, Bobby Roode is now on SmackDown Live, and it's glorious. Number 5, Brock is still WWE Universal Champion. Okay, Monday Night Raw, August 28th, opens with a Battle Royale for the number 1 contendership for the Intercontinental title next week. Denchi, shut up! Opens with a Battle Royale for the number 1 contendership for Intercontinental title next week. Mainly jobbers with some gems like Jeff Hardy and Finn Balor, who is eliminated by Bray Wyatt. It's a no DQ match. And Jeff Hardy wins, finally getting some TLC for the Hardys. Will be interesting to see what happens with the Hardy Boys tag team if he does win the Intercontinental title from The Miz. Speaking of tag teams and brothers, see what I did there? Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose had a huge part in this week's Raw. So Rollins faced off with Cesaro, and I almost had a heart attack when the Swiss man himself picks up Seth with a straight arm and then just spins him around and drops him. Which, of course, prompted Jerry Lawler's amazing "Ah!" Sadly, Cesaro wins and Sheamus gets on the mic, which is rare for him, and announces that he will be wrestling Dean Ambrose. So, okay, obviously Dean's going to win because it's 50-50. So I'm thinking, OMG, this is yet another quantity over quality element of Raw. But it was a fun match to watch. I stood corrected because Sheamus picked up Ambrose by his legs and then did this move where he wrapped his legs around his neck, and I was the Jerry Lawler. I was like, ah! And then Ambrose grabbed Sheamus by the hair, and you're like, what's he going to do? Reverse it? But then he ends up just powerbombing himself. Still won the match, though, courtesy of the trusty Dirty Deeds. So, good job, Dan. Then we have Mickie James and Emma. I really hate to hate the women wrestlers on the roster, but Raw is, like, really kind of lacking. Like, yes, Nia Jax, amazing. Sasha Banks is getting a little, I don't know. And Alexa Bliss is starting to win me over. But Mickie James and Emma are having a hashtag war. Like, really? So Mickie wants Emma to stop saying that she started the women's revolution. So they have a match, and if Mickie wins, then Emma has to stop saying that she started the women's revolution. But then if Emma wins, then Mickie has to tweet any hashtag Emma wants. I don't know. So Emma wins, but then doesn't tell us what hashtag Mickie will be forced to Twitter, cliffhanger. Cena and Roman. Cena's now on Monday Night Raw, by the way. Cena and Roman signed the No Mercy contract for their match. And Roman says that John Cena is a fake-ass bitch. Then says fake-ass something else that got beeped and got a crazy reaction from the fans. But it was bleeped out the second time. What was it? Tell me if you saw it. Cena was amazing in this promo. I'm like, what? I just noticed my hands doing this. I'm like, what is happening? I don't know. Roman was kind of stuttering and forgetting what he was saying with his insults. And Cena was all like, I'll wait. Reminded me of Billy Madison where he's like, ta-ta-ta-ta-day, Junior. Sign of the week was in a perfect place here. Roman's mic still needs work. Gotta also love an interruption courtesy of Heath Slater Southpaw regional wrestling character Pelvis Wesley because Elias sucks. Talking my hands a lot today. It's Wednesday. Highlight of the night, though, had to be Alexa Bliss. I have to say that very quietly so that my Alexa doesn't think I'm trying to order shit. Winning back her Raw Women's Championship from the boss, Sasha Banks, and things took a turn for the juicy. Alexa's BFF, Nia Jax, come out, and she's like, yeah, girl. Lifts her up on her shoulders like a teen movie dream sequence. And then you just see Nia's face go. And I was like, oh my God. And she just drops Alexa Bliss into the ring, finishing Raw on an OMG note. Was pretty excited about that. So we'll see what happens there. Leave any of your predictions, comments below. All right, SmackDown last night, August 29th, was, I don't know. Jinder Mahal opened the show in full ring gear, even though he's in the main event. It's kind of like, looks like he's got a cold. Sounds like he's got a cold. So Maharaja should go have some Lemsip, some NyQuil, something. Then Shinsuke, Randy, and Rusev interrupt for some beatdowns, which we'll get to later because they work it out in the main event. Then we have Shelton Benjamin's return as he partners with Chad Gable versus The Ascension. I keep doing these like unique botches. Entrance botch of the week. Shelton kind of missed the apron, just almost missed the apron. Shelton Benjamin does win the match though for them. I'm sorry. I'm still not interested in Chad Gable. Sorry, not sorry. Ty Dillinger accepts AJ's open challenge for the U.S. title, but then Baron Corbin's like, what about me? But Ty basically beats him to the ring because Baron is a rhinoceros. Very quickly, though, AJ Styles retains. Shocker. Thanks, Calf Crusher. Seems there was a pattern occurring, though, because as soon as Baron Corbin went into the ring after he retained it, after AJ Styles retained it, AJ just phenomenal forearmed him, and Baron roly-poly-olied back out the ring. We do have a funny moment between former tag team partners Rusev and Jinder Mahal, as Jinder is getting a bit overeager to have a new buddy. But Rusev is all like, whoa. We ain't besties, right? Don't expect to have a ride-along. I have a feeling that Rusev might be on his way to turn the little baby face because he's been speaking more like a normal person. And enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And everyone hates Jinder Mahal. So, I don't know. Then we have Mike and Maria Kanellis. I'm like, oh my god, these people are still here. Oh. And then it's like something from the heavens. Like, glorious. I won't give in till I'm victorious. So glad Bobby Roode was victorious in that match. Aiden English, the song was interrupted by Kevin Owens. Like, basically, it's just bitching about the whole Shane McMahon, Baron Corbin, referee sitch from last week. Shane O'Mac comes out and puts it to bed. Thank you, Shane O'Mac. And then Kevin Owens is on the commentator table. And Sami Zayn and English have a match. It's very random, I thought. I don't know. What do you guys think? Then Kevin Owens comes out of nowhere and literally just rips the ref's shirt off and puts it on himself. And then powerbombs Sami Zayn, helping Aiden English win. But why? But how? But what? Shirt is not like a magical power that just gives you the authority. So I don't know why it just wasn't disqualified. Dolph Ziggler, he's like, what does it take for me to get noticed? Twinkling lights, fancy jackets, hand moments, guitars, robes, paint my face, beautiful lady escorts. I don't know what to tell you, Dolph. You're doing a lot of commercials, though, so that's good for you. Second week putting off the unveiling of this new Dolph. So, I don't know, maybe he'll just go in and have all of these elements at the same time. And then the Usos will be determining the stipulation in next week's tag team title rematch. Actually like their music. So I like when they win, because I can just like jam out. So then Ellsworth introduces Carmella, and then Natty interrupts, and Natty's like, if you ever try to cash in on me, I'm going to make you the Baron Corbin of the women's division. Oh, love that. So next week we'll have Natty versus Carmella. Then in 2 weeks, Naomi will have her official rematch. And then we kind of stay on the women's path here as Lana introduces Tamina in her match against Stock. I don't know who. Lana is on the mic yelling at Tamina to get her. Basically doing what she was doing with Rusev, but now she has a microphone. Tamina goes nuts, so Lana's suggestion of getting angry and channeling all of that rage to the naysayers must be working. I should try that on my commute. But who the hell was she just wrestling? I don't know. Lana is also a total stage mom. I think it's hilarious. Getting the photographers, fixing her hair. But I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out. Is she not going to be wrestling anymore? That was like such a big push. I guess maybe she's just going back to managing. Breezango is back with season 2 of the Fashion Files. Friendship bracelets. All aboard the friendship. Toot toot. Love it. Love them no matter what. So last night's SmackDown main event had Rusev and Jinder against Randy and Nakamura. So it started in a bit of a frenzy, which is like, wow. And then the Singh brothers, of course, are interfering, smashing Randy into the steel post, and then Rusev is over like stomping on him. You can't see my feet, but I'm stomping. Nakamura wins for Nakamura and Randy Orton, and then you hear do 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 do. And you're like, yeah, woo, cool. And then it's like, next week, number 1 contendership for W Championship, Randy versus Shinsuke. And then Randy and Nakamura are celebrating in the middle of the ring. Woohoo. And then out of nowhere, RKO, always successful out of nowhere, to Nakamura. And then the music switches to like, I hear voices in my head. So it's pretty crazy. Both nights did end on a crazy WTF moment in the ring with people that like should maybe be kind of allies. So I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen at No Mercy? Leave any of your comments, predictions, your zodiac signs, whatever below. And don't forget to subscribe, please. Have a nice day.